Hey guys, Jordan Taylor here from STARTA.ca, and welcome to another video. Just as a quick recap, in the last video we spoke about kind of coming up with the perfect business idea, right? I also talked about getting the free guide, the Online Empire Jumpstart Guide. So if you have that, great. Love to hear about how it worked for you. So feel free to leave a comment or also just send me an email. But today I kind of want to focus on the content a little bit, okay? And as well too, if you haven't got the guide yet, I highly encourage you to download it and follow along with the last video here, and then we can kind of go a little bit deeper in this week's video. So again, I'll leave the link in the description below, or head to my bio and you'll be able to find that. Okay, so talking about content, the reason why I wanted to bring up content in particular is because content is going to be the best way for you to build your audience, grow your audience, and keep them coming back for more, right? I'm sure if you're into the whole online business guru situation, you may have heard, you want to build online courses, and you want to build lead magnets, and you want to build membership sites and all these things. And yes, by all means, those are very viable ways, and we'll talk more about that in the next video, and different ways that you can kind of get paid for connecting with your audience. But I want to focus on content first, right? And any smart or wise person in the online business world will tell you content is the best place to start, right? To kind of put in perspective, if you have tried to do this whole online business thing, and you've tried to sell a course, or you've tried to sell an ebook or something like that, and you're trying to promote it, right? It's kind of hard to promote that, this thing that there's no context to, right? There's no background. There's no story to it at all, right? People talk about, Facebook ads and paid advertising, and those things can be great when used in a particular way. But to kind of start off your journey that way, to try to push people to a course, it's not going to grow your business the way that content can. To put this further in perspective, you're going to try to advertise your course or your ebook or your membership site or whatever it is, and people are going to have never heard of you before, right? You're going to try to sell this to them, if they do see the ad and they click over to your website, and you're going to want them to buy your product, but they have no idea who you are. They don't know what you care about the most, right? You can write a blog article or a sales page and leading up to that, but there's no context, and it's kind of hard for people to part with their money when they have no context as to what they're buying, right? If you think of buying an iPhone, right? You probably are aware of the benefits of buying an iPhone. If you have no idea what a smartphone is, or you just know that, okay, I want to call people, or I want to text people, or I want to take pictures or whatever, iPhone might not be your first thing. It might be the thing you hear about, but then when you hear about the price, right, then you're going to be like, okay, that's a lot of money. I just want to do this. Whereas if you've, seen all the whole brand of Apple, for when you think Apple, you don't just think of the iPhone, you think of everything that encompasses Apple, right? Same way why they make their commercials so cinematic and so, entertaining, right? And they also have a lot of information about their products in there as well, but everything is kind of like a movie, right? There's a reason why that. why, that is the way that it is. Because people love consuming content, right? Content is really going to be key to growth. Let's look at a different journey. Let's say you have a ebook, an ebook you're trying to promote or sell. When you have content marketing, if you have a book on, let's pick a random topic, how to organize your closet in 3 hours, right? Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory, but if you're selling the book for $50, people may not want to part with their $50. They've never heard of you. They could probably Google it and find an answer that way. Whereas if you have content around, you could have, blog articles about how to organize other things, or the psychology behind organizing in a certain way, or talking about different styles of organizing, right? You could have blog articles about being organized. You could have videos about organizing. You could do video tours of your house and all the different ways that you organize, right? And you could build all these different cool content ideas, right? You could have a podcast around, organization, how it's helped you. You could, interview other people who the power of organization has dramatically changed their life, right? And to your customer, right, they're going to see that your brand is not just, okay, this is some guy trying to sell me an ebook, or this is some girl trying to pitch a membership site to me. It's a brand, and the brand has all these cool things under it. They've got videos, they've got blogs, they've got podcasts, whatever it is that your brand is going to make, right? And you can make multiple things, or you can stick to one thing, whatever works. But you're going to have the difference between someone selling a product and a brand is there's more in a brand. A brand isn't just what it sells, it's what it stands for, it's what it produces, it's how it feels, right? And you need to have more than just a product for a brand to really resonate with your customer, right? So that's kind of the main reason why we want to be a brand. We don't just want to be people selling things, right? Of course, we want to make money, and that's going to be the next video's topic. But we want to build an audience, because it's a lot easier to sell to an audience that loves what you have to say and loves your opinion about things and loves your personality, or loves, the aesthetics of your brand, or whatever it is. It's a lot easier to ask an audience to part with their dollars if you're already giving them a bunch of things that they like and that resonate with them, than if you were to just say, hey, here I am, a person selling you stuff. You don't have any context. You don't know me, but this information is real valuable, right? We want to have that audience, that loyal audience as well, who loves the stuff that we put out for free, right? All this content, you want to be able to put it out for free, so it's something that people can just enjoy and connect with, because then they'll feel connected to you, right? If I were to ask you, what car do you want to buy? You might think, oh, well, I've always bought this car, and they've always treated me super well, so I'm going to go with them. Or I always buy this phone, because this phone is it's just me. It just resonates with me. That's what we want our brand to be as well. The making money part, that's the next step, right? Our first step was coming up with our idea. This step is creating content, right? And again, we'll dive deeper into this as our journey continues, but this is kind of like overview, right? Then it's content. And then when we have our audience, from creating content, then we can move into monetizing and then start to make a living and earn from our efforts, right? From whether it be content or whether it be some of the other stuff I'm going to go over in the video. That'll be the next step, right? And then after that, then we'll get into really diving deep in, okay, how do we make some of these things, or what's some examples of some things we can make? Okay, so hopefully that has been valuable here for you. Content marketing, it's crazy powerful. So again, as I mentioned at the top of the video, and in last video, there's a free online empire jumpstart guide I want to be able to give you for free. Excuse me. So I will leave a link either in the description below, or you can head over to starta.ca and grab it there. The link should also be in my bio as well. So hopefully this has been valuable here for you, and I will see you on the next video where we talk about how to get paid for connecting with your audience. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.